What if I told you that the most downloaded app in America didn't come from Silicon Valley, but from an overseas player that most people have never even heard of? How did Temu, a newcomer in the e-commerce space, rise to the top of the charts and challenge industry giants like Amazon? Today we uncover the secrets behind Temu's unprecedented success. Temu's story begins with its parent company, Pinduoduo, a $100 billion e-commerce giant that reshaped online shopping in China. Founded in 2015, Pinduoduo didn't just compete with Alibaba and JD.com, it introduced a new way of shopping. Its secret? Gamification and social buying. By encouraging users to team up with friends and family to unlock discounts, Pinduoduo created a shopping experience that was part marketplace, part game. This strategy helped the platform skyrocket to over 900 million users in just a few years. By offering a unique shopping experience, they gamified the process with features like team purchases, where users could secure discounts by banding together to buy items. This fostered a social shopping environment and boosted user engagement, thebrandhopper.com. By blending entertainment with practicality, Pinduoduo pioneered an approach that turned shopping into a social and emotional activity. Temu launched in America in late 2022, inherited this groundbreaking playbook, but adapted it to the Western tastes. Temu entered the market with a bold promise: shop like a billionaire. But this wasn't just a catchy slogan, it was a strategic positioning move. Temu's goal was to create the illusion of luxury at a price that anyone could afford. Tapping into a unique emotional appeal, it wasn't about competing with Amazon or Walmart on logistics, it was about redefining what affordability could feel like. The results were staggering. Within just 6 months of its launch, Temu had not only captured the attention of consumers, but dominated the charts, becoming the most downloaded app in America. But how does a brand achieve this level of success so quickly? People do not buy goods and services, they buy relations, stories, and magic. That's what a brand is all about. Seth Godin. Temu's story is one of access, empowerment, and discovery. Temu's rise is a case study in storytelling. It wasn't just about offering cheap products, it was about making people feel like they were getting a deal so good, it was almost too good to be true. And this feeling of discovery and empowerment is what set Temu apart. Temu's revolutionary approach wasn't just noticed by consumers, it caught the attention of industry insiders. As Kevin Young pointed out, within the span of just 1 year, Temu has managed to amass 51 million monthly active users in the US, a milestone that took Amazon several decades to achieve. And this is just the beginning. Temu's birth wasn't just the launch of another e-commerce app, it was the start of a movement. A movement that blends affordability, gamification, and storytelling into one seamless experience. And that's what makes Temu's story so fascinating. When it comes to the rise of Temu, marketing wasn't just a supporting act, it was the star of the show. While most brands aim for incremental growth, Temu deployed a bold, high-stakes strategy that left nothing to chance. And the results? Absolutely game-changing. Temu's advertising blitz was hard to miss, from short-form videos on TikTok to unboxing content on YouTube. Their campaigns seemed to be everywhere. Their message was clear: Temu offers luxury for less. But it wasn't just the quantity of ads that mattered, it was the quality and the precision. Temu reportedly spent over $14 million in the US alone on digital advertising in a single quarter, an investment that quickly paid off. This aggressive approach positioned the app as a must-try platform, building immense curiosity and download momentum. E-commerce database has said the platform has entertaining features like gamification, group buying, and social referrals that encourage users to spend more time on Temu than on other well-known shopping apps. Temu's marketing wasn't just about visibility, it was about creating desire. Their campaigns leaned heavily on flash deals, fear of missing out, and aspirational visuals that made even the simplest products feel like treasures. And then there's the influencer factor. Temu partnered with micro and macro influencers alike, ensuring that its message reached a broad and diverse audience. From college students to young professionals, everyone seemed to have a reason to give Temu a try. The genius of the strategy? Authenticity. Influencers weren't just pitching products, they were sharing genuine experiences of discovering incredible deals. This created trust and credibility, which no amount of traditional advertising could buy. By combining traditional ad spend with the power of influencers, Temu created an unstoppable force. Their app didn't just attract downloads, it sparked a cultural conversation. People weren't just buying products. They were sharing their finds, fueling organic growth that even the most seasoned marketers would envy. A great quote by Peter Drucker is, "The aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well that the product or service fits them and sells itself." Temu understood that modern consumers crave convenience, affordability, and a touch of excitement. By blending all three, they didn't just market a product, they marketed an experience, and that's what truly set them apart. Now, how did Temu undercut even the most established players? By cutting out the middleman, Temu directly connects manufacturers to consumers, slashing costs in a way its competitors can't match. But the secret sauce lies in the data. Borrowing insights from Pinduoduo, Temu leverages algorithms to predict what customers want before they themselves even know it. This allows for hyper-targeted ads and personalized shopping experiences. According to an online stat, Temu collects 30% more user data than its competitors. It's a risky strategy in an age of privacy concerns, but for now, it's paying off. Success doesn't come without scrutiny. Critics have raised alarms about Temu's aggressive data collection practices and its ties to Chinese manufacturers, yet these controversies haven't stopped its downloads from climbing. Like every disruptive player, Temu has its share of skeptics, but in the world of e-commerce, speed and scale often win. Now, Temu's journey to becoming America's most downloaded app wasn't just about short-term wins, it was about laying the groundwork for sustainable dominance. But how do you sustain a meteoric rise in an industry as volatile as e-commerce? And you do this by thinking beyond the quick downloads and focusing on long-term strategies. Temu isn't content with just dominating the US market. The app is already expanding into international territories, carefully replicating its winning formula while tailoring its approach to regional tastes and preferences. This global strategy is a cornerstone of their long-term plan. The results speak for themselves. In Europe, Temu saw a staggering 120% increase in downloads within just 6 months. Their ability to adapt and scale quickly across diverse markets ensures they remain ahead of competitors like Shine and Wish. But global expansion is just one piece of the puzzle. Retention is also another major challenge. Temu knows that downloads are only the first step. The real victory comes when users become repeat customers. To achieve this, they've introduced loyalty programs, personalized recommendations, and exclusive member perks. Temu's focus on customer retention is paying off. Earnest report states that over 28% of Temu customers made a transaction on the platform 16 months after their first purchase. And that's nearly double the rate of Walmart and Target customers and around half the rate of Amazon. A testament to their ability to build long-lasting relationships with users. Another critical element of Temu's strategy is sustainability. In an era where consumers are increasingly conscious of environmental impact, Temu is making strides to align themselves with these values. From eco-friendly packaging to transparent sourcing, the company is positioning itself as a responsible brand that cares about the planet. Now, why does all of this sustainability and eco-friendly stuff matter in the first place? And that's because sustainability isn't just good for the planet, it's also good for business. A global survey revealed that 77% of consumers feel emotionally connected to brands that share their sustainability values. This connection often leads to higher customer retention rates as buyers prefer brands that reflect their beliefs. Temu's investment in sustainability isn't just ethical, it's strategic. Finally, Temu's long strategy revolves around staying true to its core promise, affordability without compromise. By continually offering unbeatable deals and maintaining their reputation for value, Temu ensures that they stay top of mind for budget-conscious consumers. If you do build a great experience, customers tell each other about it. Word-of-mouth marketing is very powerful. Jeff Bezos. Temu understands that every satisfied customer is a brand ambassador in the making, and through a combination of value, trust, and innovation, they're ensuring that word of mouth continues to be their most powerful tool. From their aggressive ad strategy to their focus on retention, sustainability, and global expansion, Temu is definitely playing the long game. And while many competitors are chasing short-term gains, Temu is quietly building a foundation for long-term dominance in the e-commerce space. Now, Temu's meteoric rise isn't just a fascinating story, it's a treasure trove of insights for marketers everywhere. And here are just a few key lessons we can take away from Temu. First, embrace aggressive growth strategies, and this of course depends on your situation, but in the e-commerce space, it is very important to be quick. And Temu didn't hold back when it came to growth. Their early strategy was aggressive, flooding every possible channel with targeted ads, promotions, and deals. For marketers, the takeaway is clear. If you want to dominate, don't be afraid to go all in the early stages of your campaign. The next lesson we can take away is prioritize retention over acquisition. Acquiring new customers is extremely expensive. Temu knew this and focused heavily on retention. Loyalty programs, exclusive discounts, and personalized shopping experiences kept their customers coming back. The lesson, building a loyal customer base pays off in the long run. As marketers, you must think beyond acquisition and invest in creating meaningful, long-term relationships with your audience. Thirdly, tap into emotions. Temu didn't just sell products, they sold the idea of accessibility, convenience, and joy. Emotional storytelling is what turns campaigns into movements. Remember, facts tell, but emotions sell. People will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. The best campaigns don't just inform, they resonate. Make your audience feel something, and you'll build a connection that goes far beyond the transaction. Number 4 is adapt to regional markets without losing your core identity. Temu's success in expanding globally is rooted in their ability to adapt. Their ads, deals, and messaging are tailored for each market, but they never stray away from their core promise of affordability and value. As marketers, the challenge is balancing consistency with adaptability. Speak the local language, both literally and culturally, while staying true to your brand identity. And the final lesson is play the long game. Finally, Temu's rise reminds us that marketing is a marathon and not a sprint. Their sustained focus on innovation, retention, and global growth has set them up for lasting success. And here's one of my favorite quotes by Seth Godin: "Do they trust me enough to believe my promises? Without that, you have nothing." Think beyond quick wins, build trust, focus on quality, and stay consistent. Success takes time, but the payoff, it's worth it. Now I have a question for all of you guys. What do you think is the most surprising app in the marketplace you've seen, where it actually came out of nowhere? I've seen several apps do this. I've seen Angry Birds, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram all kind of just jump out of nowhere. And I want to get your guys' opinion on this. And also as well, do you think Temu's success is sustainable? Because I've seen a lot of issues on the back end. While their advertising and marketing is really, really good, the product fulfillment on the other side, I've seen a lot of iffy reviews. So I'd love to hear your guys' firsthand feedback if you have any. Also, if you have any marketing questions, feel free to leave them down below, or any future video ideas as well. If you like the video, consider giving it a thumbs up. It really does help our channel grow, and even consider subscribing for future content. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. Take care, and I wish you all well.